Hello and welcome to the live session by Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya. I am Misbah, your maths educator, and in this session we are going to do graphs on linear equations in two variables. In the previous session as well, we have done some questions on the basis of graphs and solutions of linear equations in two variables. In this session as well, we are going to do some more questions on linear equations in two variables. So are you guys ready? Hello Sushma, welcome to this session. Are you able to hear and see me properly? Just confirm that in the chat guys quickly so that we can start with this session. So we are going to do basically graphs on linear equations in two variables and some questions on the basis of solution of linear equations in two variables. Hello Tennal, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not doing so. So let's wait for some more seconds. Let other students join as well. And one more thing guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Infinity Learn class 9 and 10 YouTube channel. And also don't forget to subscribe to the Telegram channel as well, because on the Telegram channel you get regular updates regarding sessions and questions to do, and also the PDFs of these sessions which we do live over here, right? Okay, so let's start with it guys. We'll be doing some graph questions. So we have to draw the graph of each of the following linear equations in two variables. Very simple questions, but we are going to do over here. So the very first thing is x plus y is equal to 4. We have to draw the graph over here. So let's do that guys. So as we have done in the previous session, in order to draw a straight line, if you want to draw a straight line uniquely, you need at least 2 points, right? If you know 2 points, you can draw a unique straight line by joining those 2 points, right? So what does it mean? We need the coordinates of at least 2 points, or you can say we need 2 solutions over here. And one more thing, try to get simpler values of x and y, simpler coordinates, so that you can plot them easily. Hello Shav, welcome to this session, right? So if I take the first question over here, so basically we need 2 solutions, right? Try to get simpler values only. So you see, if you take x is equal to 0, y will be 4. If you take y is equal to 0, x will be 4, correct? So you can say that in order to draw the graph over here, we can join these points. You may also ask that why are we taking only these points? You can take any other point which can satisfy the equation. For example, 2, 2 is working, 1, 3 is working, 3, 1 will work, and so on. But you need only 2 points, right? If you know the coordinates of 2 points, you can easily draw the graph. So over here 0, 4 and 4, 0 we are taking. So if you draw the graph of this linear equation in two variables, this is origin over here. So 0, 4 will be somewhere over here guys. 0, 4 and 4, 0 will be somewhere over here. So if you join these points over here, this will be the graph of x plus y is equal to 4. And don't forget that this is not a line segment. This is a line. It will go indefinitely in both the directions, right? So therefore you have to make rays like this. It will go indefinitely in both the directions over here. So this is the graph of x plus y is equal to 4. Now many a times some different type of questions. What is not clear, Yugender, just please refresh once. I hope कुछ issue होगा तुम्हारे end पे internet का, एक बार refresh कर लो. Okay. So one more thing is asked many a times, can you find the area of the triangle formed by the graph of this linear equation in two variables and the coordinate axis? कई बार ये question भी पूछा जाता है हमसे कि you have to find the area of the triangle formed by the graph of this linear equation in two variables, that is x plus y is equal to 4 and the coordinate axis. Area and perimeter as well. So many a times it is asked. So can you tell me what is the answer to this question? What will be the area of the triangle formed by the graph over here and also the by the graph of this linear equation in two variables and the coordinate axis? And also you have to find the perimeter. So basically you have to find the area of this triangle guys. So you can easily see that this is a right angle triangle, right? And you see that the base over here is of 4 units and height is also of 4 units, right? So its area will be what guys? Area is equal to half into base into height. So half into 4 into 4, correct? So this will be 2 2s are 4 over here. So 4 2s are 8. Don't forget that it is area. So 8 square units is the area of the triangle formed by the graph of the linear equation x plus y is equal to 4 and the coordinate axis. And the second part of the question is you have to find the perimeter of this triangle as well. You have to find the perimeter of this triangle as well. Many a times it is asked. So in order to find the perimeter, guys, you know that perimeter is length of the boundary, sum of the length of the sides over here, right? So you know that this is 4 and this is 4, that is correct, but you don't know the hypotenuse over here. Suppose the hypotenuse is P, correct? It's a right angle triangle, so therefore it's hypotenuse, and can use the Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, I can say. Very basic application of Pythagoras theorem. So P square is equal to 4 square plus 4 square. So I can write it like this, 2 into 4 square, right? So if I take this square root, although you will get two values because this is a quadratic equation, but we are neglecting the negative value because distance can never be negative. So therefore P over here will be 4 root 2 units. So therefore the hypotenuse is 4 root 2 units. So what is the perimeter of the triangle, guys? Perimeter is sum of the length of the boundary. So that is equal to 4 plus 4 plus 4 root 2. So it's going to be what, guys? It is going to be 8 plus 4 root 2 units. So this is the perimeter of the triangle formed by the graph of this linear equation in two variables and the coordinate axis. Is it clear to every student in this session? Any doubt in this? Just confirm that quickly, guys. Is it clear? Any doubt in this one? Very basic question it is, right? So in the same manner, can you draw the graph of the second linear equation in two variable, and can you tell me the area of the triangle formed by the graph and also the coordinate axis and the perimeter as well? You have to draw the graph of this linear equation in two variables, and also then you have to find the area of the triangle formed by the coordinate axis and the graph of x minus y is equal to 2 and the perimeter of that triangle as well. Okay, so over here again we have got x minus y is equal to 2. So in order to draw its graph, you know that it's a linear equation in two variables, so its graph is going to be a straight line, right? And you know that a straight line can be drawn uniquely if you know the coordinates of 2 points lying on that, right? So it means basically we have to find two solutions of this linear equation in two variables and try to get simpler values only, simple integral values. For example, you can take x is equal to 100, but how will you plot x is equal to 100? So don't take those values, try to get simple values. If I take x is equal to 0, y will be equal to minus 2. If I take y is equal to 0, x is equal to 2. So you see 0 comma minus 2 and 2 comma 0 I can plot in order to draw the graph of this linear equation in two variables. You see x is equal to 0, so y will be minus 2, and if you take y is equal to 0, x is equal to 2. I know there is a space crunch, but this is a simple question. You will be able to understand that immediately, right? So these are the coordinate axes over here, and the points over here, they are 0 comma minus 2. It will be somewhere over here, guys. 0 comma minus 2, and then 2 comma 0, it will be somewhere over here, right? So you need to join these points over here and you'll get the required graph. And don't forget that it is just a convention to write the equation like this. So this is x minus y is equal to 2. So that is the graph of x minus y is equal to 2. Is it clear to every student in this session? Just confirm that in the chat, guys. Shav, Yogendra, Tennal, Sushma, is it clear? Just confirm that, guys. And also I have asked what is the area of the figure formed by the graph of this linear equation in two variables and the coordinate axis. It means I have asked that what is the area of this triangle and also the perimeter of this triangle. So guys, area is half into base into height, right? So its area will be half into, now one thing over here, this distance is 2 units, right? This distance is 2 units, and don't forget that this distance is also 2 units. Distance can never be negative, right? Distance can never be negative. Very good, Bimla. Distance is 2 units only, that can never be negative. So over here that will be 2 into 2 over here. So therefore it will be cancelled out. So 2 square units is the area of this triangle. Can you find the perimeter of this triangle as well, guys? Can you find the perimeter of this triangle? Tell that quickly, it's a simple question. can you find the perimeter of this triangle as well? Perimeter, are you talking about the area or perimeter, Shubham? Area is 2 square units, but if you will write only 2, you will not get full marks, Shubham. I hope you understand that you have to write units properly. I mean, only writing the answer will not do. I hope that is clear to you, Shubham. So write units properly. Correct? So that is 2 square units. Now you have to find the perimeter of this triangle as well. So for perimeter, what can I do, guys? You see over here, guys. You see over here that perimeter, this side is 2 units, this is also 2 units. Now we have to find the hypotenuse. Suppose hypotenuse is of q units over here, right? So you can use the Pythagoras theorem again. I'll do calculation over here. We'll use the Pythagoras theorem again, guys. Okay. So over here, hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other 2 sides. So q square is equal to 2 square plus 2 square, right? So you see this is a quadratic equation, okay? So you'll get 2 values of p, 2 values of q, but you'll neglect the negative value because distance can never be negative. Which part is not clear, Arnab? So q over here will be 2 root 2 units, correct? So q over here is 2 root 2 units. So what is the perimeter of this triangle, guys? Perimeter is length of the boundary. So you see 2 units over here, 2 units over here, and then this is 2 root 2. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 root 2 is the perimeter of this triangle. Or you can say over here, this will be 4 plus 2 root 2. 4 plus 2 root 2 is the perimeter of this triangle. I hope it is clear in units. Which part is not clear, Arnav? Graph is clear or not? So 4 plus 2 root 2 units is the perimeter of the triangle formed by the graph of the linear equation x minus y is equal to 2 and the coordinate axis. Is this clear to every student? Yes, 4 plus 2 root 2 units is the perimeter of this triangle and 2 square units is the area. Okay, no problem, Arnab. Basically, Pythagoras theorem over here. See, Arnab, this is hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other 2 sides, Arnab. So this is hypotenuse. Suppose I am assuming it to be q because we don't know it, Arnab. So q square will be equal to, this is 2 units or not, Arnab? This is also 2 unit. So 2 square plus 2 square. So therefore it is this over here. I hope it is clear now, Arnab. So basically 2 square is 2 times. So therefore I am writing 2 into 2 square. I hope that is clear to everybody. See, this is becoming a bit of confusing. So therefore I'll clean it up for you so that it is not confusing. Wait, give me some seconds. Okay. So now it will be clear. See, this point is 2 comma 0. This point is 0 comma minus 2, right? And the hypotenuse I am assuming to be equal to q. I hope this is clear now, Arnab. Right? No, that is the same thing, Bimla. Then also you will get 2 root 2 or not, Bimla. You can write 4 plus 4, 8 as well. Still you will get 2 root 2 na. You got it, Bimla? See, I was using like that because I did that in the previous question. You see over here I have done that. It is the same thing. It's just a simplification way by which you can do. Is it clear, Bimla, Arnab? Any doubt in that thing? Just confirm that. Okay. Okay, let us do one other graphs as well. So over here we have got the third part, that is y is equal to 3x. So every time you will not get same type of graph actually. So if I want to make the graph of y is equal to 3x over here, again I need the coordinates of 2 points lying on the graph of it. So what will I do? X comma y over here. So if I take x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 only. If I take x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3 only. So these 2 points are enough or not? Tell me. So therefore 0 comma 0 and 1 comma 3. If I join these points, I'll get its graph, right? So it will be somewhat like this or not? Tell me. So x-axis and y-axis and origin, and this is 0 comma 0. 1 comma 3 will be somewhere over here or not? Tell me. So if you join these points over here, suppose this point is 1 comma 3. So isn't this the graph of y is equal to 3x, guys? Tell me. This is the graph of y is equal to 3x. That's it. And it's a straight line. Therefore, I have made rays on both the ends of that. right? So therefore, whenever you've got an equation like this, y is equal to mx, okay? Suppose m is positive, m is greater than 0. So it can be y is equal to x, it can be y is equal to x by 2, it can be y is equal to 2x, anything like that. It will every time pass through the origin, right? So if you want 2 comma 2 over, y is equal to 2x suppose over here. So 1 comma 2 will work. So in the same manner, the graphs can be made. Suppose y is equal to 2x. I know it is not perfect. Y is equal to x if you will make. So every time it will pass through the coordinate origin. Is it clear? So y is equal to mx. When m is positive, its graph will lie in the first quadrant and the third quadrants every time. When m is positive, its graph will lie in the first and the third quadrants. And when you have got negative of it, for example, y is equal to mx, but m is negative, m is less than 0. It means you want to draw the graphs of y is equal to minus x, y is equal to minus 2x, y is equal to minus 3x. You can check that by putting values, its graph will be every time like this. Y is equal to minus x, y is equal to minus 2x, minus 3x, and so on. It will be like this every time. So when you draw the graph of y is equal to mx, when m is a negative number, its graph will every time lie in the second and the fourth quadrants. Bimla, I have just put x is equal to 0 over here, so y will also be 0 or not? Tell me, Bimla. If I put x is equal to 1, so 1 into 3, y is coming out to be 3. You got it, Bimla? Now I can put x is equal to 100 as well. Then you will get y is equal to 300. So how will you plot the values? So plotting those values will be tough or not, Bimla? Tell me. So I hope this type of graph is clear. Y is equal to mx. When m is a positive number, its graph will lie in the first and the third quadrants every time. And when m is negative, in this case y is equal to mx, its graph will lie in the second and the fourth quadrants. I hope this is clear to everybody. Shubham, Arnab, Bimla, is it clear? Shav, Yogendra, any doubt in this thing? Okay, so the graphs are very important. Please try to understand that graphs are very important. Now suppose the last one over here I have to draw. The last graph over here which I have to draw, which is given in the question itself over here. So the equation is 2x plus y is equal to 3. I can write it properly like this. 2x plus y is equal to 3 over here, right? So I'll try to get I will try to get integral values. It is not compulsory to take positive only, it can be negative. For example, if I take x is equal to 0, what will happen? If I take x is equal to 0, this will become 0, so y will be equal to 3. So plotting it is easier, very simple values over here, right? But if you take y is equal to 2, y is equal to 0, what will happen, Bimla? Your question over here. If you take y is equal to 0, x will be 3 by 2. So it's coming in decimal, so plotting it will be a bit complex, right? I hope it is clear. So don't try to take that value. I hope you understand that. So instead of that, let's take some different value. If I take x is equal to 1, y will be equal to 1 as well. You see, if I take x is equal to 1, so 3 minus 2 is 1. So therefore, in order to draw the graph, I need the points 0, 3 and 1, 1. I am not saying that these are the only points which can be used. It's not that these are the only points which can be used. There can be infinite number of such points, right? But according to me, we are getting these 2 points, right? So we have to plot 0, 3 and 1, 1. Let's do that. Very simple. X-axis, y-axis and the origin over here. This is the y-axis over here. So the point is 0, 3. So it is 0, 3 somewhere over here and then 1, 1 somewhere over here. If you join these points over here, you'll get the graph. I hope this is clear. And don't forget to write the equation, that is 2x plus y is equal to 3. Is this clear to every student in this session? Tell me. That's how you can make the graphs. It is very important to understand how to plot the graph of a linear equation in 2 variables. Any doubt in this thing? Just confirm that in the chat. Yogendra, Shubham, Bimla, Arnab. Any doubt in these questions? Okay, I hope it is clear. So let's move on to the next question. Questions are like this only. Let's try to do this one. Sweetie, okay, no problem. In order to draw the graph, Sweetie, you know that its graph is going to be a straight line only because it is a linear equation in two variables, so its graph is going to be a straight line only. Okay sweetie? Okay, कोई बात नहीं sweetie, देखो, so इसका graph will be a straight line, ये तो I hope तुम समझती हो, ठीक है? Now sweetie, over here if you want to draw a straight line, so at least तुम्हारे पास दो points होने चाहिए, so that you have to draw the straight line. So if you know the coordinates of 2 points lying on it, so you'll get its graph, right? So try to get small values, don't try to get कि यहाँ पे तुमने x is equal to 500 put कर दिया. Solution तब भी आएगा, but solving it will be very tough, right? I hope it is clear. I mean plotting it will be tough. So if I take x is equal to 0 over here, sweetie, you'll get y is equal to 3 or not from this equation. If you put x is equal to 0, 2 into 0 is 0, so y is equal to 3. If you put x is equal to 1 over here, you see 2 will get, and you'll subtract from the other side, so 3 minus 2 is 1. So therefore, in order to draw the graph of this linear equation in two variables, we have to plot the points 0, 3 and 1, 1. Clear है sweetie? बस इन दोनों points को plot कर दो. So if you plot them and you'll join the points, you'll get the graph. This is the graph over here. And don't forget to write the equation. It is just a convention to do that. I hope it is clear, sweetie. Thakur, it will have infinite number of solutions because it's a linear equation in two variables. You cannot get a unique solution for that equation. For example, तुम्हारा doubt यहाँ पे जैसे मैं x plus 2y is equal to 0 ले रहा हूँ. It will have infinite number of solutions. देखो यहाँ पे अगर x और y की values we can put over here. Suppose I take x is equal to 0, y will be 0 as well. If I take x is equal to 1 in this equation, y will be equal to minus 1 by 2. If I take it to be equal to 2, so y will be equal to minus 1. If I take x is equal to 3, so y will be equal to minus 3 by 2. Correct है? So if I take it to be equal to 4, y will be equal to minus 2. So a linear equation in two variables will be having infinite number of solutions. I hope it is clear, Thakur ji. कोई doubt है इसमें? A linear equation in two variables will have infinite number of solutions, right? Clear है? Okay, Bimla, I'll do that. I hope clear है सबको? Yes. Now over here, Bimla is saying कि we have to find the area of this triangle as well. देखो Bimla, ये तो 3 units का है. I hope this is clear. This is of 3 units, right? Correct, Bimla? But you don't know this one. You don't know this length over here, right? So you can find that length as well. See, basically you can put y is equal to 0 in this equation. If I put y is equal to 0, what will come over here? Tell me, Bimla. If I put y is equal to 0, x will come out to be equal to 3 by 2 or not, Bimla? Tell me. If I put y is equal to 0, x will be 3 by 2. It means this will be what? 3 by 2 comma 0. Is it clear, Bimla? So therefore this distance is equal to 3 by 2 units or not. Is it clear? अब इसका area, if you want to find the area, it will be half into base into height. Base is 3 by 2 and height is what? 3 units. So the area is coming out to be 9 by 4 square units. Is this clear, Bimla? Any doubt in this thing? Okay. In the same manner, you can find the perimeter as well, Bimla. See, you know this is 3 by 2 units, you know this is 3 units. So you can use the Pythagoras theorem to find this one and then you can add them to find the perimeter. I hope it is clear to everybody in this session. Okay. Let's do some different questions over here. So give the equations of two lines passing through this point and how many more such lines are there and why. Can you tell the answer to this question? Sweetie, Thakurji, Bimla. Just try to do this one and let me know the answer over here, guys. Base is equal to 1. No, over here, Bimla, why it is 1? See, you have got this equation, Bimla. See, 2x plus y is equal to 3. So any point on the x-axis will have y coordinate as 0 or not, Bimla? Any point on the x-axis will have y coordinate to be 0. So if I put y is equal to 0 in this equation, x will be 3 by 2 or not? Tell me, Bimla. X will be 3 by 2. So therefore the coordinates of this point is 3 by 2 comma 0. So if this point is 3 by 2 comma 0, can't we say that this distance is 3 by 2 only? You got that, Bimla? So therefore base is 3 by 2 and height is 3 only over here. Is it clear, Bimla? Any doubt in that? I hope it is clear. Okay, so try doing this question. So can you give examples of two equations, two lines over here which are passing through this point, and how many more such lines are there and why? Can you tell that, guys? How many more such lines are there and why? So you can understand it from the equation itself. You see that the point over here is 2, 14. So you have to understand it from the equation itself. Suppose this is the x coordinate and y coordinate. If you compare like this, so you want an equation. Obviously, Jamin, that will be infinite. Infinite such equations can be there, but can you give me two examples according to this question, Jamin? You have to give example according to this question. I mean, that's not the complete answer, Jamin. So you have to find two such equations which can be satisfied by x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 14 actually. So you can find it from the equation itself. See, what is 2 plus 14? 2 plus 14 is basically 16. So can I not say that one of those equations will be x plus y is equal to 16? Can I say that? That one of the infinite equations, very good, Jamin. So one of those equations is x plus y is equal to 16, which will be satisfied by this point 2, 14. Or I can think of many other examples. Na? Can I not say that? I can say, see, 14 minus 2 is what? 14 minus 2 is 12. So can I take an equation like this? Y minus x is equal to 12. Can I think like this? Tell me. Can I think like this? So y minus x is equal to 12. Okay, it is the same thing, Jamin. It is the same thing, right? So you can keep on doing like that. Very good. Infinite such examples are possible. So can I not say 7x minus y is equal to 0 will be satisfied? The reason being, you see, 7 into 2 minus 14 is 0. So infinite such equations are possible which will be the which will have solutions as x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 14. Is this clear to every student watching this? So geometrically, if you want to understand, see, if you will make the graph over here, if you plot the points 2, 14, 2, 14 will be somewhere over here, right? 2, 14. It's just a rough figure, guys. It's not an exact figure. So you see, through this point, through any point, infinite number of points can, infinite number of lines can cross or not. Through any point in a plane, infinite number of lines can pass. And 2, 14 will be a solution of any line passing through this point. You got it? So therefore, 2, 14 is the solution of infinite number of lines passing through it. Or you can say, I hope you got it. I am saying the same thing. Or you can say 2, 14 will lie on the graph of infinite number of linear equations in two variables. Is this concept clear to every student in this session? Confirm that in the chat, guys. Bimla, Sweetie, Thakurji, is it clear to everybody? Exactly, Bimla. That's what I am saying. Because we want 2, 14 to be a solution. Or you can say geometrically, we want 2, 14 to lie on the graph of linear equations in two variables. It means that 2, 14 must be the solution of those linear equations in two variables, Bimla. So solution means it must satisfy the equation, right? So you can think of equations from these values only. These values only will help you. I hope it is clear, Bimla. Is it clear? Okay, so let's do some more questions. Try doing this one, very basic question over here. If 3, 4 lies on the graph of this equation, find the value of A. Very basic question it is. So 2, 3 questions of this type will do. So it is given over here that 3, 4 lies on the graph of this equation. So what does it mean? That 3, 4 is a solution of this linear equation in two variables. That is the meaning of that. So it means in this equation, I can put y is equal to 4 and I can put x is equal to 3. That's it. And then you can find the value of A. You can just solve this equation. So this is 3a is equal to 4 3s are 12. 12 minus 7 over here. So it is coming out to be equal to 5. So therefore the value of a is equal to 5 by 3. You are doing some mistake, Jamin. A is equal to 5 by 3 is the answer, Jamin. You are doing some slight calculation mistake. Is it clear, Bimla, Thakurji, Sweetie? Yep. Any doubt in this question, guys, to every student watching this? I can see there are many students, but they are not doing questions. Why is it so? Okay, I hope it is clear. Now let's do some more questions over here. Can you do this one? The taxi fare in a city is as follows. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8, and for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5 per kilometer. Taking the distance covered as x kilometer and total fare as rupees y. Write a linear equation for this information and draw its graph. So graph I will not explain because we have done many graphs right now, okay? And in the previous session as well, we have done many graphs. But at least tell me what will be the linear equation according to this situation. Can you tell that, guys? You have to tell the equation over here according to the question. So you see over here, basically it is given that total fare is given. Total fare is rupees y. According to the question, total fare is rupees y. Now you see, hello Sushma, good afternoon. See, the distance is covered like this. You just read the question. Suppose the total distance is x kilometer. It is given in the question itself that the total distance covered is x kilometer. Now for the first kilometer, suppose this is first kilometer. So what is the remaining distance, guys? Remaining distance will be x minus 1 kilometer or not? Tell me, this is the first kilometer and the remaining distance is x minus 1 kilometer. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8, and for the remaining distance, for the subsequent kilometers, it is rupees 5 per kilometer. For the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5 per kilometer. So total fare is y according to this question. So it will be what, guys? For the first kilometer, it is rupees 8. So can I not say it is 8 into 1 plus for the remaining x minus 1 kilometers? For the remaining x minus 1 kilometers, the fare is rupees 5 per kilometer. So I have to multiply by 5 or not? Tell me. I have to multiply by 5. Very good. That is correct, Jayashree. You have done some mistake, Bimla, maybe. So you can just simplify this. Open up the bracket, 8 plus 5x minus 5 over here, and that will give us 5x plus 3. So can I not simplify this? We have got y is equal to 5x plus 3. You can further write it in the standard form, in the proper form. So 5x minus y plus 3 is equal to 0. This is the equation according to the given situation. Is this clear to every student? Yes, that is correct, Jayashree, but you can simplify it further. Don't leave it like that. Jamin, is it clear? Bimla, Sushma, any doubt in this question? So this is the linear equation in two variables according to the given question over here, and you have to draw its graph, but I'm not drawing its graph. You can draw on your own. I'm giving it as an homework. You can try doing it on your own, right? Because we have done many questions on how to draw graphs. I hope it is clear. So this is one of the important questions in this chapter, linear equations in two variables. No, Jamin, for 10th boards, we are having Pioneer series on this channel, on the Infinity Learn Class 9 and 10 YouTube channel. So this is a session of Pratham series for grade 9 students, and on the same channel, we are having one session daily for grade 10 students, that is Pioneer series. Please check out the playlist named as Pratham series for grade 9 students and Pioneer series for grade 10 students on the Infinity Learn Class 9 and 10 YouTube channel. One session for grade 9 and one session for grade 10 daily we are doing right now in both maths and science, right? And obviously we will increase that in the future, right? Okay. So can you try doing this one, guys? Give the geometric representation as an equation in one variable and as an equation in two variable. This also I had explained in the... Okay, Jamin, okay, no problem. Hello, Vijay, welcome to this session. This also I had explained in the previous session. So you have to geometrically represent. Geometric representation means you have to draw its graph basically. So the equation over here is 2x plus 9. Understand it properly, it's very important. So if you have got 2x plus 9 is equal to 0, see it properly. So I can say that x is equal to minus 9 by 2, correct? X is equal to minus 9 by 2. So if you are talking in terms of one dimension only, if you are talking about in terms of one dimension only, one variable only, then this will just represent a point on the number line. Minus 9 by 2 will come somewhere over here. So you can say x is equal to minus 9 by 2. If you talk about this equation in terms of one dimension or in terms of one variable, then this equation will represent just a point on the number line. I hope that is clear, and obviously number line goes indefinitely in both the directions, right? I hope it is clear. बिल्कुल सुषमा, देखो इन्फिनिटी लर्न क्लास 9 एंड 10 यूट्यूब चैनल पे ग्रेड 9 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी प्रथम सीरीज है और ग्रेड 10 स्टूडेंट्स के लिए पायनियर सीरीज है. तो ये तुम्हारे ऊपर है कि तुम 9th में अटेंड करना चाहती हो या 10th में अटेंड करना चाहती हो. नो, देयर इज नो बोर्ड्स इन ग्रेड 9, जमिन. हेलो विजेत, वेलकम टू दिस सेशन. I hope it is clear to everybody. Now if you take this same linear equation in one variable in terms of two dimension, okay? If you talk about the same linear equation in two variables in terms of two dimension or two variables. So can I write it like this, guys? See, y is not present, but can I not say I can write 0y over here? Tell me. I can write 0y over here or not, right? So in order to draw the graph of it, suppose I am taking points over here. So you see, whatever may be the value of y can be anything, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever may be the value of y, x will every time be minus 9 by 2. You see, whatever may be the value of y, x will every time come minus 9 by 2 only. You got that logic or not? So what can I say? If I want to draw the graph of this in two dimension, when we talk about it in linear equation in two variables, we have to join these points or not? Tell me. Minus 9 by 2 comma 1, or I can say minus 9 by 2 comma 2, and so on. Correct? So if you will draw its graph, it will be somewhat like this. This is the x-axis, the y-axis, and the origin. I'm just drawing in rough, guys. So basically minus 9 by 2, suppose I am taking minus 9 by 2 comma 1 will be somewhere over here, minus 9 by 2 comma 2, minus 9 by 2 comma 3, minus 9 by 2 comma 4, and so on. So what does it mean? Its graph will be like this or not? Tell me. And it will pass through the x-axis through the point minus 9 by 2 comma 0. You got that logic? It means if you have got x is equal to any constant, understand it properly, non-zero constant, its graph will be perpendicular to x-axis and parallel to y-axis in two dimension. In terms of two variables, its graph will be perpendicular to x-axis and parallel to y-axis. And the same equation, x is equal to constant, when you talk in terms of one dimension or one variable, will represent just a point on the number line. Is it clear? I hope it is clear. क्लास 10 की भी क्लासेस होती हैं, इसीलिए सुषमा मैंने बोला कि इन्फिनिटी लर्न क्लास 9 एंड 10 यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लो और टेलीग्राम चैनल को जरूर सब्सक्राइब करो, क्योंकि डेली एक मैथ की एक नाइन्थ की क्लास और एक 10th की क्लास होती है ना. बस ये है कि थोड़ा उसमें फिक्स्ड शेड्यूल अभी नहीं है, लेकिन डेली एक 10th की क्लास हो रही है और एक डेली एक मैथ 9th की क्लास हो रही है. ठीक है, तो उसको फॉलो कर लो और एक बार अराउंड 2 PM चेक कर लो इन्फिनिटी लर्न क्लास 9 एंड 10 यूट्यूब चैनल. बोथ मैथ और साइंस की क्लासेस हो रही हैं. I hope this is clear to every student in this session. So 2 more questions are there and they are similar questions only. Can you try doing this one, guys? देखो ये भी क्वेश्चन सेम है और ये भी सेम है. चलो इसी को कर लो पहले. Try doing this one and let me know the value of y over here. If m minus 2 comma 2m plus 1 lies on this equation, then you have to find m. Lies on the graph of this equation basically. Try doing this question, Jayashri, Jamin, Vijay, Sushma. इसको करो और tell me the value of m over here. So if m minus 2 comma 2m plus 1 lies on the graph of this equation 2x plus 3y minus 10 is equal to 0, then you have to find the value of m. Jamin is getting 1. What about other students? See, this we have already seen. If this point is lying on the graph of this equation, it means this equation will be satisfied by these values. It means in place of x, I can put this value. In place of y, I can put this value. Correct? So in place of x, I can put m minus 2 over here. In place of x, I can put m minus 2. And in place of y over here, I can put 2m plus 1. And minus 10, that is equal to 0. So this is a simple linear equation in one variable. You can solve it. Let's see, Jayashree. So 2 into m minus 2 and 3 into 2m plus 1 minus 10 is equal to 0. Let's solve it. Open up the bracket. You'll get 2m minus 4 plus 6m plus 3 minus 10. That is equal to 0 over here. So what will you get? You'll get 8m. And this over here is minus 14. So it will be minus 11, right? Minus 14 plus 3 will be minus 11. That is equal to 0. So therefore, m will come out to be equal to 11 by 8. Is it clear to every student? 11 by 8 we are getting. Is it 9 by 8? I don't think so. 2m minus 4, 6m plus 3 minus 10. So that will be 8m. That will be 11 by 8 only, guys. You got this question, guys? Any doubt in this thing? It's a very simple question. Any doubt in the question to any student in this session? Confirm that in the chat, guys. You can just check the values. Just put x is equal to m minus 2 over here. So 2m minus 4 and y is equal to 2m plus 1. So 6m plus 3 minus 10. So 8m and then you'll get minus 14. So minus 11. That is correct. 11 by 8. I hope it is clear to every student watching this. And one more question is there. Please try doing this one in homework and please write the answer after the class. Okay. It is a similar question. If x is equal to 3k minus 2 and y is equal to 2k is the solution of this equation, then find the value of k. It is the same thing. Just try doing this one and let me know the answer in the comment section after this class. And suppose you have got any doubts, please write your doubts as well so that I can take it in the next session. You don't have to bother about that, right? I hope this is clear to every student in this session. So that's all we needed to do, guys. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the Infinity Learn Class 9 and 10 YouTube channel. And also don't forget to subscribe to the Telegram channel as well so that you can get updates regarding sessions and PDFs which we are doing in this session and also many more questions over there. Bye-bye, guys. Take care, everybody.